Hmm. Let's see. Am I finally live or not? Let's see. Yeah, sometimes I don't know why OBS takes a while to get the internet going. I have no idea what's happening. Sometimes it starts right off the bat. But sometimes, right now, it took like 5 minutes and 30 seconds to start. So, yeah, I have to look into that to see if other people face the same issue and how to fix it. In today's life, we will be continuing where we left off yesterday. So yesterday I managed to, or we, because I used AI to help me with it. So we managed to create a functioning login using resend and auth to send us a magic link to log in to our application. And we created an API for it, and we were able to create this successfully. Today, I want to work a bit on the admin interface. So we will have a dashboard where we see if we have any projects created or not, and we will implement a post API, not a post, or publish API, where we can create projects and work on the project fields, because I want to have a couple of them. We will use a wig editor to create the content around it, and also we will have a photo gallery, so that will be a different field. And I don't know, probably we'll have a meta field for the title and description for SEO purposes. I don't know, schema, if we do implement schema or not. But the plan for today is to have a good dashboard where we can see a list of posts, a list of projects. And after that, to have another view where we can create the projects. So if we switch screens and we go to our application, after I log in, we have this. And I want to change this, like admin, dashboard, and welcome and stuff like that, and create the project to be a bit wider and have a list of projects. If I don't have a list of projects, show that I don't have any projects. Make this a bit wider. And after that, we will deal with the create new project. Right now, it looks like this. There is no integration with the wig editor. There is only some draft and published status, and looks kind of awful. But yeah, we will take care of it today. So we'll have a functioning and well structured post project creation interface and API. So what I want to do next is to just adjust this a bit. and have it a bit wider and have like, yeah. Let's stop this so I don't get notified, so I'm not concentrated on something else. Okay, so let's start the sign. Let's see on admin and on page. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, and also yesterday what we did, we restricted access to just one email that we added inside of the environment constants. So nobody else can log in or they will not get a message if they are not set inside of the environment variables. And let's do this. So let's see, what can we do here? So instead, let's have this. Let me think, how can we structure this? So let's remove this. And we remove the item center and also justify center. Background neutral. I don't know if I want to have it as neutral, but let's see how it turns out. I would rather have it to be neutral 2200. So it's more like this. Actually, let's do white. For some reason, I like my page editor to be white. It reminds me of WordPress, but WordPress, it's not a white background. And let's do max width of 6XL. No, background white. Let's do it here. So max width of 6XL and MX auto P10. Why is it centered? Do I have like a, oh yeah, so also have with full, so it will take the 6XL. What? Yeah, okay, so admin dashboard. Welcome, you are logged in. I don't need this. I do not need this. Why? Because it's not compiling. Admin dashboard. I don't need this. Okay. So let's instruct the AI to help us create a list of projects, but first will not be full. I don't want to be full, so it'd be like this. And we will be moving this here and be deleting. We can leave that as it is, but we have another div. Okay. And no. We'll have flex. Yeah, justify between item center should be good. And let's remove the margin bottom from here. So it is justified to center. So we have this. Okay. Now here we will say add a list of projects, add list of projects, add a list of projects. If there are no projects, show a no project, no project, no projects, no project. Message the projects should have the title. Yeah, good. Okay, so the project item should have a title. No, the thumbnail displayed, thumbnail displayed, title, and okay, title, link, URL, and and edit same the edit button same should apply if I click the title entering in edit mode. I have to check the what was it? I have to check the project model to see if it supports thumbnail. I can't remember if I used it or not. Okay, so it generates here a lot of stuff. So use effect, constant fetch projects, to fetch set projects, fetch handle. Okay. Okay, so let's take all of this because it has no place here. and create a component. Inside of, probably we do components. New file, admin, project list.js. Let me copy this here. Export default function. And I have a return here. I have no idea why it created this, but that's why we have to check. So let's see what it's doing. So we have a project loading, edit ID, edit data for state. So we have true, an array, and we have some defined for URL and title. Use effect. So we fetch all the projects using the API projects. Okay. Set projects data. Okay. Fetch projects. Okay. Hey, Arnav, how are you? And I'll click on project, edit ID. So we set data to, and I'll change, edit change. Okay. And I'll save. My thinking was different. So, not long. I think this is my second project in NextJS, so I'm not that skilled in it. I do have a bit of more React kind of experience, but not a lot. So I'm using Cursor to help me build this project. So probably, yeah, will help me. So this is not something that I was looking for, but this is the prompt that I gave. So for edit project component, I would like only to display a list when I click edit. It should redirect me to a edit page, edit page, something like slash admin slash project slash project ID. Project ID. Can you make the necessary adjustments to the component, and we will create the edit page after. So basically I want to open a new page instead of opening a form or something like that. Where are you? Projects. So let's see. Sport admin page. Auth is checking for auth. Welcome project. Button. Okay, let's accept those. Accept file. Let's see what is it doing. So, admin, you have an obsession with welcome back email. I don't see a problem with either approaches. I did use chat more than the agent because, like you saw, like the agent just replaced a lot of stuff. But yeah, I will just check to see whatever this created and go from there. So imported link projects. But wait. Oh snap. Yeah, see, it did something that I didn't ask it to do. So let's revert it back. So we have the same thing. So, and I have this component admin project list, which, okay, we'll do export default function admin project list. Yeah, I mean, AI is a good tool, but sometimes it gives you faulty data. Not faulty data. So if you have no idea what your code is doing, you have no idea why it's not working. So if you want to connect with me, you can subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified whenever I'm going live. And also you can add me on my LinkedIn or follow me on Twitter. I think Twitter, at least Twitter, it's in my description for the channel. The LinkedIn is not, but I have the same name on LinkedIn that I have here, so I'm pretty easy to find. I mean, it's not hard to find. I'm not hard to find. Okay, so let's import. Let's just. Okay, let's close whatever I don't need for now. Sign in form, we don't need this. Sign in, we don't need this. The page. Okay, so let's do import. And let's display this here. And yeah, okay, so in the admin, you see, I have to now I have to prompt it to fetch the data from the project from the database and display a list. So now in the admin projects list. Let's fit all the projects, and create a list with projects, If no projects were found, add a message. No projects. No projects. Give me the codes. No implementation. No implementation. Oh, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Let's see. Handle edit. Lock status. Created actions. Body. So projects map. Okay, this looks better. So apply to this. Apply. And let's read it better. So use effect, fetch projects. Async. We'll do a try to fetch from the project API project. Okay. Those there failed to fetch. So it's fetching. And router push. Return, loading projects. Okay, no projects. Great. Let's enhance this. Okay, return. So let's look at the project model first. So it has a title, slug, content, technologies, GitHub URL, live URL, status, published at. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't have the thumbnail and whatever I asked for, but we will adjust it as we go. So next, let's create a project to see if the project's API works. So auth contact project. Constant title and technologies. Technologies. Okay, so let's actually add this project. Test projects. Test project. This is a project. Node. React. HTTP is, we don't have one, and let's do to publish. Created. We go back. So we have edit. Okay. So now let's do this. Now let's add the edit API. So we have projects slug. Let's see, projects ID. So it takes the ID and route. This is what it created. So we have server, mongoose, model, project, and we need auth. So we create the MongoDB connection. We try to get the project, and we have a post require wait auth. So if I am not authenticated, it will kick me out. And we will have await.json. So we have title status draft equals with data, which will get all of those. New project is this. Oh, wait. But wait. So API project ID, project ID route, API created, fetches a single project ID. A Supreme, how are you? Overlord. Which one do you prefer, Supremo or Overlord, or both? Where do I have the get function? I'll have the get function. It takes, okay. It returns the JSON in projects. But wait. What I don't see here is only the API. But if I try to get to one, get not found. So post, save. Yeah, I'm trying to create a CMS, which is a bit more complicated than it sounds, or probably it's not. A next, so get projects. Wait, I want the edit API. The edit API created. So it'll be stuff like that. ID without edit. Okay, so if we do without edit, I still get 404. So already created it, just app ID, fetch project for editing, put project, delete project, what edit does, edit gets. Okay. Let's create the edit UI then. Was the one. Okay. So git put update a project. Wait. Data project, delete a project. Okay. ID. So it's in admin projects ID. I don't see it here. Oh, admin projects. So admin projects ID and edit. Okay. So let's see what it did. Use client. So this is for client. Effect, navigation, and toast. So lexical editor value on change, text area on change value, project content, placeholder. Okay. Edit project. Constant use date, use project, set router, update, use effect, fetch project, async. Project ID, if result it's okay. We set the title slug it else 0 failed to fetch project catch. If we catch finally, set loading false. So we set the state on submit. We will do updating project because we already created it. Okay. Fetch. We have project, put method, stringify, data, and content. Success, push to admin, which is fine. But I don't want to push to admin if it's okay. Okay, we'll fix that. We first need to see if it's working. If loading, so if loading project, if not project not found, also return this, edit project, back to admin. Okay, label type, input, submit, title is required. We have the slug on input, disable on submit, error slug is required. We'll have to create a utility to generate the slug automatically. Div project URL. Okay, same thing. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back. Update project, back to admin. This looks horrible. It doesn't matter. So first, let's do one thing. Let's see if it updates first. Test project. Here, update project updated, and if you go back to edit, it is there. Cancel. And one other thing to yeah, so let's make sure that we have the lexical the lexical installed lexical editor. Okay, so in the edit, is there a way? Okay, component, the lexical editor is not active. Can we make sure that is editor is currently just a placeholder, a text area. To make a real lexical editor, you need to implement actual component. Here is how to fix it. Why are you generating me the full project again when you can just um all right. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Oh my god. So we have the lexical composer, rich text, content, editable, history plugin, autofocus plugin, link plugin, list plugin, markdown, shortcut plugin, transform, and stuff like that. So we do accept all of those because most likely we will be needing those. It initiated again the lexical, and instead of the text area, we have the lexical composer, which should work because we want the lexical composer. Lexical composer is a WYSIWYG editor. Because one of the reasons I want to let's stop the server because probably it had a bit of a hiccup. It's not compiling the 5 icon. So the whole purpose of me doing this is so I can edit the text visually using a WYSIWYG editor instead of having HTML. So yeah, let's see what is not working. So it says unhandled runtime error. Note. Let's see the trail here. on fire. So it says unhandled runtime error, list plugin, list node, or list item not registered on editor. Okay. So one of those, it's not used. One of those, we don't have it, right? So it's the list plugin, list plugin, list node, list plugin, link plugin, list plugin. Okay, I get this error. The error is because this plugin requires list node and list item node to register the configuration. Let me fix that. Okay. Yeah, I think that I understand why it's generating the full content again of the full content instead of just whatever was wrong. So it needed list node, list item node, link node, except yeah, comment. Did it use something else? Is deprecated. Basic dependency. Let's stop it again and start again. Let's see if I get the same errors. Okay. We got another error. Another error. Plugin. Because the markdown shortcut plugin with includes transform that needed additional nodes like heading node. Okay. So basically this is a modular. From what I see, it's pretty modular WYSIWYG editor, so you can import whatever you are using and whatever you are not importing. One of the things that I don't like about handling one of the things that I don't like about this tech stack is the amount of dependencies that you need in the first place, and the amount of incompatibilities that you get between packages, which it's not good. I kind of, I don't know. You like it and I don't like it. But yeah, anyways. So if we refresh it again, we will get another runtime error most likely. Because of it. And also, like, I had to downgrade the next version to support lexical and recent package and stuff like that. This area is that transform also needs code node. I have to redo the So we need quote node, and still, you see, I still get an error. Anything else? No. And this is how you lose a lot of time when you have no idea what you're doing. Working with dependencies. Okay. I got another error. Do not regenerate. No. Oh no. Do not regenerate the full file. Only the needed art. Okay, so I need to import heading nodes. Let's see. Heading nodes, quote nodes, and code nodes. From lexical rich text and nodes, we do list node. And we do this. And still, we still have error. Type error, cannot read properties undefined of read replace. Where? Okay. Yeah. This area suggested there's an issue with the lexicon trying to read or manipulate content that's undefined. The most common cause is that the value or unchanged properties aren't being handled properly, which you build. Let me fix the lexical component to handle undefined values. Okay. So you handle this function, the full thing. Okay. And another error. Another error. Meaning the same error. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this then. Because this is so dumb. Let's do this. Let's go to lexical. Lexical implementation in let's see. Okay. So autofocus, lexical composer, rich text plugin, history plugin, lexical boundaries. So all of this, import node dom context down dom output Okay. So I should get something like this. Right? That's what I'm shooting for. Okay. Let's step back and implement a simpler version of it, like we have in the original documentation, e.g. and we will take this stuff and paste it in here. So obviously you don't have enough context. And based on official documentation, again, like you are generating the full stuff for me. Come on. Why? Let's see. Okay. Let's accept the comment, accept the editor. Remove those, add and remove those, remove those. And the rest should be the same. So we have the composer, the rich text editor, the content editable, the history plugin, the autofocus plugin, the boundary, the paragraph text node. We'll see if we add the title, list node, heading node. Most likely we will have all of those. But I just want to see that it's working first. And after that, we do let's see. What do you know? What do you know? Edit your project. Let's add the other nodes. So here in paragraph node, text node, we'll have the heading node, quote node. Actually, I will be needing only the heading node. Node. And most likely the list node. So we have headings and list item. No, we have list node. And let's add those here and save it and refresh it. Let's see. Did I break something? Cannot property undefined. What? It's undefined. Theme text. Okay. Let's add headings and unordered lists to okay. So list plugin and heading node from rich text. We'll have those and list plugin. Okay. So let's stop, restart. What do you know? We have list updating project. Nah. No way, man. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. What was the other option that I selected? So if I go, why should it be this difficult? I don't get it. So let me go to packages.json. In my packages.json, recent React, next lexical React. Swiper, we don't need that. Next mongoose. Again, I have no idea what those are. Okay. Let's do this. I have no idea what those are, so move it to trash. Delete. Let's go back to a version that was good. I think this one. I think, but probably not. Can resolve simple toolbar. No. Okay. Let's step back a bit. All I didn't work. Is it a easier package we can use instead of this complicated dependency one? React Quell. I think this is is React Quell with my version? Is React Quell fully compatible with your next version? Let's install this then. So let's add a new terminal. Okay. I installed it. Let's remove lexical from the edit component. Well, so let's see. We remove all of this except we remove all of this except I didn't import React Quell and yeah, there's 1, 2, 3 formats, edit project page. Okay, I don't think for React dynamically to avoid SSR issue. Okay, let's do this since we installed. So let's do this. Stop it. Let's go to packages.json. Remove lexical because we are not using it. Remove it. Yes, so remove lexical because we are not using it. Remove it. This one. Use mongoose. We use this. We use this. We use this. We use most likely we will use swiper. And we'll do npm update. Let's see what happens. So basically it regenerates the node modules directory. Okay, and we do npm run dev, and let's see if it blows or not. Yeah. What is this? What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. And I have a bunch of warnings and stuff like that. I don't need this. I don't need this. So how to fix it? Import Quill into your project. Why didn't you improve editor appearance? Summary. Oh, so now it works. This is a project. Each one. Okay, great. So if we do update and go back to edit, okay, it saved H1. My one thing that I want to check is how does it saved? Compass in the database. Does it save H1 or does it save it as an object? Because there is a big difference. So development or local, this and projects. See, this is an issue because I don't want it to save it as an HTML. Technologies. Okay, so is it possible to not save the content as HTML, but rather an object or at list in HTML, saving HTML in the database is a security issue. Great question, you are correct. In a database can be security exactly, and it can also make content harder to process in the future. Here's your main option with React Quill. Save a Quill Delta. Quill native is a Delta object. That's an object structure, depending, much safer than HTML, and you can always convert to HTML from rendering, of course. On change, save encrypted HTML. I don't want encrypted HTML. Sanitize HTML. Let's do Delta. So React Quill value equals content. Where is the component? Should be React Quill value equals the content. on change. Okay, let's do the delta. And I think with this, I will stop here today. I didn't expect this to take as much time as it did. Yeah, I didn't expect it. So, okay, so React will value equals with content and on change, we have value delta source editor delta object. Okay, let's delete this. Oh, not on change, sorry. So we have value equals with content, and on change we have value delta. Okay, value is declared, but is value is never read. Delta. Let's see what happens. Let's refresh this and update the project. And let's go back to the database and check it again. Content. Okay, so let's edit project. This is my project. Cast to string. Probably we have to, okay, probably we are missing something. Value delta are not declared. Of course they are not. Okay, import. Wait, data mongoose schema. So models. We have content. It's not a string. It's a type of mixed. Okay. Constant new schema. Import mongoose from mongoose. Constant schema mongoose. And we have it here. Type on content. Status content will be a schema. Types of mixed. Okay. Required. True project required. Okay. Mean length. Okay. Let's restart this. And write again. And let's refresh it. This is my project date. Okay, now let's look in Compass. Yes, we have a content, we have an ops with an array. So we have two arrays. This is my project and attributes, another object, and header one. Great. So this is much safer. Let's see how it saves if we add. So this is my project. Some small description. And instead of heading 1, I'll add normal, which will be a paragraph, right? And let's do an unordered list. Some small description. This, that, that, all of this. Okay. Date project. If we go to edit it, we should have, okay, we have this. And if we go to MongoDB, we should have a nice object with a bunch of things. Content, it's an object within objects. Great. Either one, attributes. Okay. So I will stop here today. I didn't expect the that stuff to take me so long, but it is what it is. Stuff like that happens, especially when you have no idea what you're doing. So next up, we will be styling the edit page and probably do some adjustments on the test project, not the test project, on this, but we will see. We can create, let's create another one. This is we're going to have to update this to match the view. This is a simple project. Simple. Yeah, content. And we do a draft. And what I would like to happen is to redirect back. Yeah, so we have it this. Yes. Yay. And if we go to edit, we have it here. Great. So we will adjust both of those tomorrow. So we have like a nice UI and also the APIs are functioning as intended, but we have to update the UI for it. So we will have a better experience than this one. And probably we'll connect it to the front end. So whenever we go to the dashboard, we'll have it here. And another thing that probably I want to do is to have like a thumbnail. So we have to update the schema markup for the not the schema, the model for the project. Yeah, this is kind of it for today. Thank you for stopping by, for people that stop by, and catch you later.